Sad day today, boy. Time to say goodbye. Right, so that sucked. That sucked so hard. That car has been through a lot with me personally, and clapped out as a channel, and a lot of friendships were made, and a lot of awesome companies were involved, and I'm genuinely sad to see it go. That being said, it is going to a badass dude, and I think it's going to have an awesome home, but maybe one day I'll be able to scoop it back. But for now, heading to California, and I'm going to just be upset for a little while. It just is what it is. Enough about sad stuff. Let's go to more happy stuff. Well, not really happy. It's actually more sad stuff. First of all, big block engine removal tool. It's custom. I will make and sell these for a good price if you're interested. You probably wondering why you're pulling the engine out, Logan. And I will explain that once I get the engine out. This is a little ridiculous, but I don't trust these 4 bolts to hold this thing. It's just a heavy SOB. And I've had a fully loaded iron block LS on this engine stand, but whatever. So why did I take the engine all the way out? My original plan with this car was to just put a turbo on this motor. And running the numbers, here's what I came up with. We have a 4.560 bore. We have a 4.250 stroke. We have a 40cc dome on the piston, and the largest head gasket you can go to is like a 0.93 compressed. That being said, the cylinder heads I have, these are Profiler 174X heads. Big old chambers. They're 119cc chambers. I CC'd them. They came out to be like 118 and a half. So they had to have skimmed the heads a touch. But anyway, that being said, the quench, if I go to the thickest gasket possible, the quench will be like 90 thou, maybe more, and I don't want to go that heavy. So the other option I had was, let's knock the piston dome down. These are JE pistons. I called JE and I asked, hey, can you pull the part number for this piston? And I talked to a guy there. He said, yep, pulls the number, and he tells me it's a solid dome. You're welcome to mill the head off that piston as much as you want, or the dome off the piston as much as you want. Not an uncommon thing. People mill down domes all the time to get compression where they want. If they're going to a different combo, pistons aren't available, whatever. So I was straight, that's good. I can mill the dome down. Then I checked compression height on the piston, and I checked the rod length. This rod is like a 6.5 XX rod, and the compression height is like a 112. This is not a boost-friendly piston. So I called JE back, and I said, look, I just want to verify, what's up with the dome? Can I really mill it? I talked to another gentleman. He said, no, you can't mill that piston that much. You can barely skim the top of that piston. So if I do that, I'm still not going to get compression where I want. Compression at the very lowest with this piston combo would be right around 12 to 1. And honestly, probably more like 12.5 to 1. I want to run pump ethanol in this car. One of the reasons I sold the RX7 was I didn't like driving a more race car on the street. I wanted a more street car friendly car. That being said, this car has to be as street friendly as possible. RX7 could have gotten there, but not without spending a ton of money. So this here is going to be a street strip car. Now, I'm not saying I'll do drag and drives or anything like that, but I need a rotating assembly in that engine that can handle boost and pump fuel whenever I want. In comes my good old friends at Manly Performance. Got on the horn with Manly, and I have a set of Turbo Tough I-beams, their steel I-beams, and a set of their platinum pistons coming. And then I'll get with Trend on a set of upgraded wrist pins for the combo as well. Total seal for some rings. All that being said, rotating assembly stuff is incoming for this. Time being, I get to tear this one down and get the pistons and rods ready for resale so I can help somebody out who's looking for a set. So let's dive into this engine and see what's cooking up. Again, I was told all the parts that it has in it, but I obviously have not verified that for myself. Cali's Ultra Magnum crank, Cali's Ultra rods, and then JE pistons. I've never taken a big block apart, but it looks very similar to a small block. So hopefully it's as peaceful as the others are. Trigger wheel comes off. Oh, that sucker's an interference fit, right? See the magnets? Cool. Next up is the harmonic balancer. I definitely didn't just quit because it's like frozen on the crank and I didn't want to jack it up. I just felt like maybe the machine shop would like to do that more than I would like to do that. We're gonna pretend like that came off really nicely and we're not gonna make fun of me. We're just gonna move on. I'm gonna flip this turd over and pull the pan. I'm gonna get extra oil and coolant all over the floor in the process. It's gonna be awesome. And then I'm gonna start popping rod caps out this biznatch. Okay, so this is a little nerve-wracking. Pulling the pan for the first time on something you bought already done. Also, is that dent? Yeah, it's supposed to be there. We were missing one oil pan bolt, and that's the only issue I found so far. So let me see. I have to POV, LOL, BRB. Okay, I already set this thing down. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Again, I think most of it's assembly lube, honestly. Pickup. Pretty freaking clean. Like a little bit of junk, but like nothing really. I don't know what kind of oil pump that is, but billet mains. Dude. This thing is fresh as a freaking daisy. Sick. Man, that's a good looking motor, eh? Wish the balancer came off. So let's pop some pistons and rods out of this thing. What do you say? All right, movie magic. Pistons and rods are out, and like I said, they're like brand new. He told me it had a few runs on it, and absolutely I believe it. The worst of the bearings is just the coating is worn down, which is completely normal. Like I've never seen a perfect coated bearing after runtime, but dude, the crank itself, it's like new. I mean, everything is straight up perfect from the blind eye. I mean, it could run a Dobor gauge and it's all jacked up, but based on the fact that the side skirts aren't all beat to shit, like there's some markings, but nothing crazy, this engine's tight. Tight with a Y. So like I said, this thing is gonna go back together with another steel rod. It's gonna get the Manley I-beams, the Cowleys rods, and the JE pistons. It's a killer setup. It's just not right for what I wanna do. So those things are gonna get sold to try to recoup some expenses, but I am super stoked on how clean everything is in this motor. Again, I go back to like, if you watched any of the videos on the channel prior, or you've seen, there's a video I did with an S13. It was a red coupe 240SX, and that engine teardown was just laughable. That sort of stuff happens to me all the time. So to get an engine that I know nothing about and just trusting the seller, hey, is this really what it is? Yeah, okay, cool, let's hope for the best. And it actually being what he said, that's sick, super sick. And I do have one more cool shout out / partnership deal that I'm gonna be working on, and I'm gonna try to break these parts as hard as I can. I told him my goal is to make sure that I break whatever you send me. I'm gonna show you that stuff next. I'm gonna mosey, not this. This is gonna be the new lid, the elbow and the throttle for my EFI to carb conversion. That unit right there is gonna get the business. But what I'm talking about is in this box here. So for boost control, I've never had a partner. I've never worked with anybody directly. So I ran Turbo Smart on my RX7, really cool company. They're good people. Go Fast Bits is another Australian company. And if you follow me on Facebook, or if we're homies in real life, you probably saw that I became a brand ass is the key word, ambassador for Go Fast Bits this summer. And I did some work with them. They're killer people. They're awesome to work with, and they're extremely, way smarter than me. That being said, the largest wastegates they have are these EX50 gates, and then they have their 52 millimeter blow-off valve. I said, you know what? I don't know what I'm gonna need for wastegates. Send me the biggest ones you have and let's see what happens. So these are the gates and the blow-off valves I'm gonna run. I'm gonna pop them out the box and show you what they are. All right. So go fast bits. First of all, packaging, sick. A little sticky wicky. That's cool, stickers. So the old dudes that order stuff on Summit that are like, where's my sticker? Just a heads up. If you go on Facebook and you complain because you didn't get a sticker with your order, you're just an idiot. You're dumb. Who cares? It's a sticker, dude. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna send you a roll of masking tape, and when you get the masking tape, you can make your own sticker out of the, actually masking tape's kind of expensive. I'll just send you a sticker. Anyway, next scene. Go somewhere with a little more light. How about that? A little bit more light here. Okay, so oh my gosh, dude. Come on, gross. A little bit better there. So packaging, let's crack it open. Big foam top, EX50. It's just cool, comes with your instructions. So if you don't know how to boost control up, you got that. I don't, so I'll use those. This behemoth, oh my gosh. That's Scooby-Doo for what the F. Think! Look at that unit. I wonder what EX stands for. Extra xylophones. Now the blow-off valve, oh gosh. So this is good. I follow instructions. This side up. Unpack on a table or bench to prevent parts from falling when... This is as good as a bench, so let's just hope for the best here. I need to get one of those like chest rigs that people wear, all the cool influencers. That and a pair of yoga pants set me off. All right. Ooh, it's like a whole cardboard condom. Nothing's getting through. Stickers, instructions. Who needs instructions? I do. This is the most compact and the highest flowing blow-off valve in this size on the market. If you're wondering, that's a true fact. True facts machine right there. I'm running 2 of these units. Woo! I'm gonna get more in depth on Go Fast Bits in an upcoming video. For the time being, I'm gonna go eat some turkey sandwich dinner, head to sleep. Thank you for liking and subscribing. If you don't like our channel and you don't subscribe, I don't blame you. I hate Rye too. I wouldn't like and subscribe for that reason anyway. Either way, I appreciate you. Bye. See you later. Hasta luego. Vista, baby.